Hey everybody. Yeah. So special times we're living in these days, right? I decided to do some work in the garden. I figured, hey, why don't I share what's going on as I do it? Right now, oh, what the heck? That is a rat. Dadgummit. Got some rats in the backyard. Well, that's what you get when you got a whole ecosystem going here in the garden. I need to get it myself a cat. But anyway, the project at hand is optimizing my growing space by eliminating. Um, you see this? We got this fern that's growing, and it just loves to spread. And uh, a few days ago, I actually, if you can see, I created this big pile right here. That's all fern that's been creeping and kind of moving in on my gardening space. Um, you can see right down here below, all this kale's growing, and the fern was actually coming out and encroaching upon it. And I figured, I'm not eating the fern. It's abundant and grows without really much care. So I'm going to actually remove it from my growing space uh, and prepare the ground to grow some stuff that I want to eat. Particularly, I figure because I have this bush here, it's along the fence. We got the bamboo behind me, which is going to provide some afternoon shade. It'll get some evening sun. I think this area would be good for ginger and turmeric. So uh, to get the ginger and turmeric in the ground, I need to prepare the ground for planting. So that's what I'm going to do. Taking a look here, we have we got the bush in the middle, and some of it has died back. So as I get in there, I'm gonna clean that out. Um, with these sticks and stuff, I'll just kind of break them up, and they'll be part of my trails. Um, all this organic matter, I don't make a point to haul too much out. As you can see, I had that pile of fern. I'm just gonna let it sit there and cook in the sun. I don't want it to reestablish itself. So I know I could like put it on the trails and stuff and walk on it, but it's a very um, aggressive growing plant. So I'm going to kind of let it die, maybe, and break it up with a shovel or something. Just um, I want it to break down and add to the soil, but I don't want it to take over the the area of the garden wherever I move it to. So, um, but as you can see, this is like crazy um, established in here. Um, but that's what we got going on. It's not too difficult to pull out. It's kind of like I'm gonna liken this to like mother-in-law's tongue, also known as bowstring hemp, um, where a single plant will split and grow and grow and grow and take up a space if you leave it to do that. So these are um, plants that grow naturally and pretty aggressively if left to their own devices. So what I have is a couple approaches. I'm going to see which one works best. I got the big fork, so we'll try the big fork. And then I have this is more like for hay and stuff, but we'll see if that works. And then I have a steel rake, which I'll also use that as well. But those are the three items that I'm going to use. And so by the time I get finished, this area should be clean and clear. And I'll probably what I'll follow up with is put cardboard down over it to smother any weeds and uh, just kind of prepare the soil keep it from drying out. That's important. Eventually I'm going to add some more organic matter to feed the soil, to boost the microorganisms in there. Whenever I dig down in the garden here, there's plenty of worms, so there's a lot for these guys to eat. A lot of good activity in the soil, beneficial microbes and earthworms. So I can imagine that around this little bush, I'm going to have the same, very similar, and I'll tend it more. So this will get more attention, it'll get more water, but the goal is to get ginger and turmeric growing around here. Turns out that ginger and turmeric grow very well in Florida. They don't particularly like a lot of direct sun, so that's why I'm choosing this spot here, because it's got a variety of some evening sun, but for the most part it's shaded during the hottest parts of the day in the summer. So get this going and I'll share some pictures of what it looks like afterward. So, see ya.